A prosecuting attorney is supposed to uphold and defend the law. A prosecuting attorney who used to work for the Denver DA's office was just sentenced for breaking the law. Our Marshall Zellender shows us how a mother's intuition led to a lawyer getting sent to jail.
A text thread with hundreds of messages is not unusual for a teen.
Just ripped some Patron shots, feeling nice.
This is a text thread with hundreds of messages between a teen and a 27-year-old prosecuting attorney.
He sends a picture of himself smoking weed to our son. I was completely baffled and went back and read every single text message.
Tina Parks is a mom who had a gut feeling when she checked her son's phone last year and found concerning text messages from then Denver Deputy District Attorney Dan Steinhauser.
Definitely not appropriate conversations to be having with a 14-year-old.
Tina and her husband Jay showed us the text messages last year after sending them to the Denver District Attorney's office, which dismissed Steinhauser from his position immediately.
He's in a power position of respect for kids and adults, and he abused that office.
Steinhauser was able to text their son because he was picked as a mentor to help their 14-year-old make better choices. The parents found suggestive videos sent from Steinhauser. Talk about moving the conversation to Snapchat, where Steinhauser wrote, "We hate Snap at my job because they go away and it's hard to subpoena Snap for crimes." And then there's a text exchange where Steinhauser appears to suggest how to avoid a positive drug test.
He's like, should you what? I can't encourage you to smoke, LOL. But I can tell you where to get crayon pills, ha ha ha, you do you, and delete our messages.
Steinhauser was charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor.
I think grooming is an appropriate word.
Jacob Kremen prosecuted the case for the Arapahoe County District Attorney's Office.
Grooming behavior is often not illegal behavior. It's very often inappropriate behavior, but it's often something that is used to build trust or establish a relationship with a child in order to gain greater access to that child for whatever those means may be.
Tina and Jay were concerned that the charge Steinhauser faced did not match what they saw building in the text messages. Last week, an Arapahoe County judge sentenced Steinhauser.
I think that it was much more than a slap on the wrist, and I think that justice was served.
The judge could have done a maximum of 1 year in jail with no probation, but what she did sentence was 60 days in jail and 5 years probation. 5 years of being monitored.
Within the confines of what this crime was, I couldn't have asked for a better outcome.
A complaint has also been filed with the Office of Attorney Regulation Counsel, which would challenge his legal license, perhaps try to get him disbarred. It has been a year in the making of this story. They connected in 2023, and it's taken until now for this to make it through the court system.
And those parents saw those text messages and feared the worst, that it would get even worse, right?
Yeah, this was the concern that they had, that they caught it just in time for something they thought might get worse, almost like Minority Report, like we're preventing something from happening. And at first they were concerned that the charges didn't meet what they thought they stopped. And instead of, the alternative was like, what, let it happen and perhaps have a more serious charge than charged. But with the sentence as it is, they are satisfied that they stopped it and still got the type of punishment had it continued.
Sure. Marshall, thank you.